Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Mike or Geekermon, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. So today we are going to try something brand new on the channel, and I'm calling this PvP ESPN. So this will be a new series on the channel, and what I'm going to do is take different loadouts, different Crucible playstyles, snipers, shotguns, pulse rifle. What I'd like to do is break down some PvP plays for you guys. I always get requests in the comment section, and they say things like, Mike, give me some tips for Crucible play and PvP. I want to get better. I want to know what I need to do differently. Can you help me out? And so this series is essentially going to be us watching first my gameplay, but what I'd also like you to do is if you want your gameplay to be analyzed in a video, I think this would be really cool. I can do it ESPN style where I watch and commentate over your gameplay, what decisions you decide to make, what I would have done. Now, of course, I'm not the best player in the world, but I feel like I could give you some genuine feedback on what you could do differently in your play style. I think it's gonna be really cool. I'll get to watch a lot of you guys' gameplay, get to give you some feedback, give you some tips. It's gonna be a ton of fun. So today we're gonna take a look at my gameplay. Today I played with the Bygones pulse rifle and the Summer-Led D shotgun. That was our loadout in the Crucible with the new Blade Barrage subclass. These games I did overall fairly well, made mistakes. I think there's a lot that can be learned from this. So with that, hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like if you do, sub if you're new, hit the bell if you haven't, and let's jump right into this. All right, so how this is gonna work is we're gonna watch through some of my gameplay here, and I'm gonna pause and break down moments that I feel like we could analyze to get a better idea of what could be done differently in the Crucible. All right, so I'm gonna let you watch through this first play from start to end, and then we're gonna break down all the different aspects of it after that. So let's go ahead and start just by watching it. So that's the play from start to finish. A pretty solid run. We got quite a few kills. We of course had the super, very nicely used super that we got 0 kills with. So let's back it up to the beginning and take a look at a couple different things that I noticed. First things first, right when I spawn in, one thing to note is I swapped from my shotgun to my pulse rifle immediately. Now, my reasoning behind doing that is I know as soon as I round this corner, there's gonna be a long-ranged outlet right here where there's an enemy right there. There's probably going to be a lot of guys that are at range where I'm going to be pretty exposed if I have my shotgun out. So I went ahead and swapped over to the Bygones pulse rifle. One other thing worth noticing, and if you look up here in the top left at my radar, I can tell that there's 2 teammates right on the left side of this pillar over here. That being said, I'm expecting the guys coming out of the hallway to be more focused on the immediate danger of these guys to my left and less worried about me coming in from the side. So I'm not pushing for cover. I'm really just standing out in the open, a little bit exposed, but I think worth it in order to get these guys down while they're distracted. So you can tell, looking left, looking left, looking left. Only one of them, the second guy, was really even turned at all. The rest of them were completely focused on a different portion of the map. That let me move in and get that double down right there. Now, right here, I want you to notice something that I did wrong. The first thing that I noticed that I did wrong right here is I jump up and then I ADS and I land back on the ground, my reticle bounces. This guy, of course, is just chilling, waiting for somebody to push down this hall for him to shoot. Had I slid around the corner or possibly even just walked straight around the corner, I probably would have had a better angle from over here on the right. Instead, you can tell he's blocked off. I try to correct and readjust, but then I just decide I'm going to reload. It's not worth it. I'm not going to be able to win that 1v1 just standing there. So instead, I think I decided to pull out my shotgun and I push the lane. I know that this wall is here, and so of course this is blocking that guy from being able to kill me, but then up on the radar you can see there's a little bit of a sliver of red right there, and I know there's a second guy back there. So I decided to push that corner, slide, lower my hitbox, try to beat this guy. He jumps up into the air, which honestly as a Titan is not quite as risky. As a hunter, your aim just goes to garbage when you're in the air, but a Titan, you could perform a shoulder charge. There's a lot of plays that you could make. So I get the shotgun kill on this guy right here, and on my radar, I see somebody else ahead of me, and I thought that this red dot was that Yipton guy from earlier pushing right behind me. So you can tell I make kind of a 180 thinking that the radar, because it was right on me, I thought he had slid underneath. So I decide to burn my super right here because of all the red I saw on the radar. It turns out I honestly was just close enough over there to where this guy is here and there might be a second guy right behind the wall there. But my super ends up not killing anyone because now look at the radar. I burned it and the Yipton guy is still back to my right. A couple guys in front of me down this hall. There's a guy back there out of range. So when you waste a super, and you will, I guarantee you will waste a super. When you do, the best thing you can do, continue playing, continue fighting, because had I just given up right there, backed off, we wouldn't have gotten the triple down that we followed it up with. So I pushed right here around the corner. I'm analyzing. All right, I see there's one guy back on the spawn, probably just spawned in, and there's all this red over here on the left. Now, another mistake that I made beyond the super that didn't kill anyone is I have one shot in my shotgun. What I probably should have done is use my dodge right here and reloaded my magazine because I'm running Hunter. Instead, I pushed him with the one shot on the shotgun. Didn't quite get the kill. I guess I was a little bit out of range right there. Now that I'm out of ammo, I do swap to the Bygone's pulse rifle. And because there's this second guy on the left that's looking at me, my best decision is this guy's shields are down. I could finish him with one burst of the pulse rifle. But if I stay forward, I'm most likely going to die. I mean, it's just a reality that if I stay this far forward, this guy's going to be able to team shot me and I'll be done. So you can tell my jump is actually backwards while I'm hip firing at this guy. And the reason for that is to try to avoid the team shot damage coming right at me. So you can tell it works out. I end up getting that guy down with the kill. So here's the shotgun play in real time, back up, and of course I get the kill and this guy is completely out of range. Now, I'm pretty sure that he over there is who kills our teammate right there. So he's now distracted focusing on our teammate and there's more red in front of me. All right, so now we've gotten the kill. And so I kind of want to focus on another situation where the radar is really, really important with your plays. So you can tell right here, if you look up at the radar, I know it's a little bit blurry, but you can tell there's of course one guy right in front of my eyes through the reticle right here, but there's also red over to the left. I kind of have to weigh, do I continue pushing up? Do I want to try to get this guy down? I know the other hunter is further over to the left. Do I want to try to kill him as well? But will I get flanked from the side if I'm ADSing and not looking at my radar? So let's see what I do right here because I decide to push forward. I finish off both guys and then you can tell I immediately turn left. Now, the reason for doing that is I'm afraid that that red on the radar is going to be the guy coming up right behind me here. So you can tell I immediately turn. No one's on the radar anymore, which means I guess this swankest monkey over here got sniped. He must have been the red on the radar. So let's watch it one more time in real time. You can kind of tell the situational awareness of, all right, I'm pushing forward, but I've got to be aware there could be somebody right behind me. So let's watch it one more time. Back it up. Stay out of the way. Stay safe. Teammates distracting the other guy. Get 2 down. 3 down, turn left immediately just in case that guy's going to be pushing us. All right, so I want to hop into a second play here and break this one down for you as well. So this is not a huge play. It's a very simple play, but I think it'll help a lot of you guys out with your movement on the map. So you can tell we have a red X. Our teammate died trying to cap B right as the game started. We captured A, and I made the flank all the way around. So let's take a look at what I decided to do here. Let's watch it end to end, and then we'll break it down. Zone advantage is yours. Double down. All right, so it was a simple double down, but it was a double down nonetheless, and we also cleared out Zone B, which I definitely went back to capture. For sure went back to capture it. All right, let's watch again, and I'll kind of break it down step by step for you what I decided to do on this play. So I pushed up the normal route up the ramp. Of course, when you're on Zone B and you're defending it, you know to look right here. I was expecting that I was going to get shot at. So what I tried to do is peek, lob the nade real quick over their shield. So if I can back up just a tad. So if you can tell right here, I'm lobbing my grenade. I'm trying to aim right at that back wall because I feel like there's one guy right there and one guy right there standing behind the shield. And I think there might be a third guy crouched. I'm not sure. So that's where they're at. I decide to back up before I take any damage. And then I'm pushing because I'm using a shotgun. My goal is to stay out of your line of sight as long as possible. If I have a long, narrow lane that I have to go down with a shotgun and you have an auto rifle, pulse rifle, you're going to win that fight. Had I decided to go up on the bridge and just run straight at them from that B bridge, I would have been just team shot to oblivion right away. Instead, I back up and I take the alternate route because look how I'm 20 meters from the zone and not a single guy can see me right now. So I decided to continue pushing up. I do have the stompies on. I'm using my exotic boots. You get an extra jump and it really boosts you. Now, there's a guy right here who is behind the shield, which will take me down to 1 health. So I got to go up and over the shield. But I'm also aware there's a second guy right off the screen here to my left. So if I'm going to stop this guy, the battle's not going to end when I beat one guy. I'm going to have to hit him and then immediately try to make a play on the second guy. So what I do, shotgun him, and then when I land, right when my feet hit the ground, I dodge. Now my reason for doing that is I'm taking some damage, but this guy is going to have a harder time killing me if I'm in the middle of a dodge, especially one that's pushing at him, and I have the momentum. That just carries me through to where he's not able to get the kill. So let's watch it one more time. Path of least resistance to the zone. Stay up above him, immediate dodge, and then a slide to shotgun. Now, of course, I look down the lane. There's nobody down there. They're moving towards Zone A. But it's a good example of how to take Zone B. If you have a hard time closing in on a zone, find another path. Back up, go around, I know that I'm using a shotgun, so I've got to get the range closed. The other option would have been to stand back with a pulse rifle, but there were 2 guys on the zone, and I feel like I probably would have lost that gunfight. All right, so same game. I'm going to try to break down this next play. Let's watch it end to end, and then we'll run it back.
Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone B locked. 5 minutes remaining. Your advantage grows. Stay strong. Double down.
Let's start with the pulse rifle play down the hall. So I see the guy on the radar, a very simple 1v1. I win the 1v1, and I check the radar. I see there's guys up on Zone B that are capturing it, and there's also more guys down the hall. But as soon as I reload, I have the Outlaw and the Rampage, well, I think just Rampage in this case, but I have the Rampage perk, and so I decide to reload for the extra damage and peek it again. I know that my health is low, but with Rampage, I feel like I could win another 1v1 based on my accuracy. Now, you can tell I miss numerous bursts because he's strafing back and forth, I'm aiming back and forth. The kill ends up taking me a little bit longer than it should have. Thankfully for me, most of his bullets missed because my health is still healing up. Now, there's another guy back behind him back there, and at this point, I don't really think it's worth trying to fight it again. I see there's red over to the right. You know what that means. They're pushing down that hallway. They're coming that corner. If you guys know the map, they can all come around this corner up the staircase here. That's what they decided to do. But as I go to reload and swap weapons, I notice pretty close right behind me, somebody is making a push. So I jump up, and honestly, I'm focused on this guy on the left. If you can see right here where the radar is split, I'm paying attention to the guys coming up the hall. But pretty immediately, I realize, holy cow, there's somebody flanking right behind me. So I turn, I adjust the play style, and I focus on the guy that's right in front of me here. Now, of course, I'm in the air, and my shotgun shot does not kill him. He survives the shotgun play. Now, at this point, I have 4 bullets left in my shotgun. So what needs to happen here is I either shotgun, or if I have something I can use at range to finish him off. In this case, it's my blades. I know he's got a tad bit of health left. If just one of these 3 blades hits him, he's going to die. I've decided to commit all in to this guy right here. Now, the downside to doing that, and you'll notice my health really takes a toll for it, I win the 1v1, but the guy right behind me, I think, hits me with a melee almost immediately. So I jump back up in the air. Here's the Warlock. I'm pretty sure he meleeed me right in the back. So I back up. I'm out of range. This guy's having to readjust his, I think he's using a hand cannon. He's readjusting up at me. Now I think, okay, this is the perfect time. If I'm going to die here, I'm going to die. But if I live, I need to throw a trip mine off the back wall. So I decide to throw the grenade right past him. Let me see if I can show you it kind of in real time here. So I focus on this guy, and then immediately I'm up in the air again. At this range, that guy has full health. That's a death if I fire my shotgun. There's no way I'm going to win. So I go the alternate route and lob the grenade. He hit me just a little bit, but I managed to land on the ground, and I do the dodge, honestly, just out of habit of trying to survive, trying to stay moving, stay out of the way. The trip mine goes off perfectly, and this guy has taken 160 damage. Now is my time to strike. When you take 160 damage, it doesn't matter what's going on. You suddenly are like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know this guy, he was prepared to kill. I have a sliver of health left. One shot with his hand cannon would have killed me. but he's disoriented. He's got the trip mine that hit him right in the back. He didn't know where it came from. So I decide this is my time to make my move. I push back at him with red bar health, make the shotgun play, and as the teammate comes up the stairs, he's like, what's going on? What are you guys doing up here? The best thing you can do when somebody is right at you 1v1, I think this guy might be using a pulse rifle here, is you just want to slide, close the gap, and finish him off with the shotgun. Now, here is where the mistake was made. I decided that the best thing to do for this next guy would be to pull out my pulse rifle. And then of course, I get shotgunned right in the face. Oh, it's a bad lander that he's using. So, all right, so we'll watch it in real time. What should have happened is that I should have left the shotgun out. I got 2 bursts off. I had plenty of time to get the shotgun kill. But I decided in that moment, I was like, I'm gonna pull out the primary, I'm gonna back off and finish this third guy off. And instead, missed a couple bursts, I'm up in the air, my aim's all over the place, and of course, it ended with a bad lander to the face. All right, let's watch this play real quick, and then again, we'll try to break it down.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone A lost. Double down. 3 opponents down. Show them that nothing.
All right, so on this play right here, of course, it's a 1v1 between my teammate and this Diablo Hunter guy right here. Try to come in on the side, do a little bit of damage, help out the teammate. Once the teammate dies, he starts to make the push up towards Zone A. At this point, I feel like it's a safe 1v1. It's a good opportunity for me to push up and finish off the kill. So I do. I jump up, I get the burst kill, I go ahead and reload my weapon. So for me at this point, it seems like it's safe to go ahead and continue moving forward. But as I push forward, I immediately realize from this red right here and from the fact that there's now 2 guys pushing onto the zone ready to shoot at me, it's a good time to dodge and get straight back out of the way. So I use my dodge, I back up, I have a sniper rifle out, which is good, not good when people are looking at you. So I know there's minimum 2 guys on Zone A at this point. So I'm peeking the sniper lane, I see him, I go to hit the snipe, and of course I do miss it. I body shot, I think I was a little bit lower than his head, did 170 to him, but at this point I'm thinking, okay, if he is pushing up with a sniper, there are numerous guys on Zone A. I look at Zone B and Zone C and realize those are both blue, which means there's a good chance that a large section of the team is either on A or spawning in right behind them right there. So I decide to push up. I'm using the Blade Barrage. I'm taking damage, but I have enough time to be able to jump out here and fire the Blade Barrage. Now with Blade Barrage, you do fire 2. It's almost like 2 mini Nova Bombs. So I aim 1 at the sniper and then 1 towards Zone A. As I push up, I decide, all right, I'm gonna pop 1 at him and then 1 at Zone A. It happens to get the guy that's pushing towards me over this rock as well. So I get 4 guys down with the Blade Barrage. Now, here's where the mistake comes in, and they always do. If you watch your own footage back, you will notice the mistakes almost immediately. There is 1 more guy right here for the Slayer. A pretty easy Slayer considering that he doesn't seem to even be firing at me yet. I have 3 bullets in my Whisper the Worm sniper and 4 in my shotgun. That would be an easy kill with the shotgun and probably a pretty cool clip had I done a lights out to Slayer with the Whisper the Worm. I decide again to go primary here, and what I didn't take account for is the fact that my health as a hunter had not come back up since I last got hit. So you can tell I'm below half health right here. So winning a 1v1 on this guy right here with a pulse rifle, he only had to 2 burst me and I was done. And with Crimson, yes, it was a hand cannon, but he bursted me twice with the hand cannon and got the kill. So it ended with just being a lights out medal, pushed up and he stole my power ammo. But thankfully, it looks like my teammate got the kill on him. All right, so we're gonna watch one final play here. This is the last one that we're gonna break down for this video. But like I said, if you wanna see more of these, if you find these entertaining, definitely leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and let me know what you guys wanna see. Tell me a loadout, email me a gameplay for me to analyze. I think this is something that you could start to see a lot more of on the channel considering how well it does. So let's break down. We're gonna watch this one more play end to end, break it down, and then we'll be done.
To nail the coughing shot. But you lot just won't stay down. This is yours now.
All right, so right off the bat, as I ADS here, there's a red guy right here pushing to the right. Our teammate, who I think dies, right there, and then another guy pushes across, which means at this point, there are at least 2 guys over here to the right of the pillar. So I try to one burst him, try to toss a grenade, only the very best grenades for you guys. Toss a grenade off that wall and kind of cut off that lane, which forces them, you can tell from the radar here, to push around the pillar towards me. Now, I will say, huge mistake on this other guy's part. I don't know if he didn't read the radar right or what happened, but this guy, my teammate, that's what it is. Right here on the radar, my teammate is right there in the blue, just behind me. This guy decides to slide in and get the shotgun kill, clearly not realizing that I am standing right here next to him. So I turn real quick while he's distracted and get the shotgun kill on him. Now, another thing to note right here is this guy's the guy that slid past me. You can tell on the radar, this is not him on the top left of the radar there. That right there is somebody else. So if we turn around and kill this guy, there's also still somebody right above me. And if you saw it on the corner of the screen, just barely there. Now, if you watch this in full speed, it's tough to see, but keep an eye out for the guy that jumps to use the blade barrage. Right there. The feet went right up over the top of the screen, which means if he's pushing towards a zone and there's 3 or 4 of us all kind of grouped up right near zone A, he's probably about to do something really aggressive. Either he has a shotgun or he has a super. He's making some kind of heroic Destiny 2 play. So my best decision, if a guy's going to jump up in the air and be pushing towards this zone, is just to get out of the way. And so I decide to slide underneath him and to continue pushing this direction. He fires his blade barrage. Thank goodness he misses me. I turn around, and now while he's distracted on the zone, I finish him off and get the kill. Now let's move to part 2 because this was actually a ton of fun. I jump up, waste my blades for no reason, realize there's a guy up on the zone and a couple guys over on the far side. Now at this point, he has the advantage. He's got the height advantage, he's got the health advantage, he's on the zone, everything is going right for this guy right now. But he gets greedy. He got me half health and he decided he's going to finish it off for the kill. So my best move is to bait him. So I decide to. I hop down underneath the zone, across to the far side, and he follows me. Now, you can tell I still haven't really even healed up right here. But the advantage has now shifted because I'm on the ground and he's in the air. When somebody gets up in the air like this, he has immediately put himself at a huge risk. I'm standing on the ground with a shotgun. It's amazing to me from right here to right here how much the percentage of who's going to win has shifted. It was probably 90-10 him. All he had to do was hold his ground on the zone and he would have won the gunfight. He pushed out, he got aggressive, he got baited to jump across the gap up in the air, and he got shotgunned in the face. Now you'll notice what happens right after I shotgun him. So at this point, there's red right behind me. So of course, what are we going to do? We got to get to cover. We only have a shotgun out right now. It has no ammo in it. We really just got to run. I realize I'm out of ammo. My only option is the pulse rifle. I decide I'm going to hop across, try to survive. At this point, he's probably somewhere on the far side. And so I'm going to slide across and try to stay over here. You can tell I'm covering myself with the map. I'm hiding behind this wall right here, this little beam, this little half circle thing that sticks up, hiding behind it. And now I'm up on the zone, hoping my health will come back. But if not, I'm ready for him. I see him on the radar. I know where he's right where I killed that guy with the shotgun. He's right there. So his options are going to be to back off, push over there, or he's going to have to hop up here and try to face me. Now, while he's hopping up, he's going to be extremely inaccurate. When you're jumping in Destiny, your gun's shifting, you're moving. So I'm actually already standing up here ready for him. And just like that, you get the 3 burst on him and win the fight. Now, if we'll watch this through one more time, you can tell in both situations, they have the advantage. They have me pinned. I use the walls as cover, get my feet on the ground, get the kill, get back out of the way. And now watch what I do right here. I hop up here and I am ready. I mean, I am standing still flat on the ground. You want to have excellent movement, but then you want to brace yourself to get the accurate shot. So he hops up, decides he's going to fight me, and gets a nice crispy 3 burst right there. And then me and my couple buddies got Zone B locked down. Alright guys, well I think that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something. Not the best player in the world, but I feel like I could provide some PvP tips for you guys. So leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me what loadout you like to run. I'll put it on. I'll play with it for a couple games. We can break down the gameplay. And like I said, email me your gameplay because I want to be able to do this more often and kind of break down what you guys are doing, what I would do differently, and I think and hopefully together we can all get better at the Crucible. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. So that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Sunday, I'm gonna be streaming 1v1s with subscribers, 8 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. If you have the bell on, you won't miss the stream. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We'll be on Xbox and we're gonna get as many subscribers in to do 1v1s for an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's gonna be a ton of fun. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Thank you for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.